am John the Liquidator. This is the Liquidator Report. I hope everybody's having a great evening today. It looked like ESPN Elle Duncan is currently in the headlines after her departure from the network. Man, we finna jump right into this story. Be sure to like the video, hype the video, and let me know what y'all think about this segment, man. So we gotta go over to Google real quick. So it was an article that came out about Elle Duncan, man. So Elle Duncan is leaving ESPN to head over to Netflix. So Netflix is trying to dive into the sports sector. I'd be one of the first people to tell you, man, Netflix, you need somebody, holla at your boy. Now, with all that being said, man, it said Elle Duncan defends ESPN in final moments on the air. There is no hidden agenda here, folks. Goes on to say the faces of this place are not the soul of this place. So she kind of sneak dissed them live on the air, bruh. It was crazy. Now, this did take place yesterday. It stated Elle Duncan joined ESPN as a relatively unknown sports host out of Boston. As she departs the network this week, Duncan is a media star. Duncan's stature was solidified on Tuesday as she hosted her final Sports Center after a decade at ESPN. Wow, I did not know she was there 10 years. It stated with one of the bigger farewell shows you'll ever see. But before she left, Duncan offered a few pointed out words about the perception around the worldwide sports leader, defending the network against the perpetual outside criticism. Now, if you guys don't know, a lot of people everywhere criticize ESPN for having race-driven content. You see it all the time with Ryan Clark and especially Stephen A. Smith. Now that he's trying to get into this whole politic thing, which he been keeping it away from ESPN for the most part. But even though him still being an employee of ESPN, and I don't know, man, it just all look wonky, bro. But let's head on over to X real quick because there is definitely video footage of Elle Duncan. Farewell. Let's look.
I am so overwhelmed by that, and I absolutely love you, Kevin. And yeah, if you're just tuning in, this is my last Sports Center. Should I look at camera 3? Okay. Which is still wild to say that. I do have a lot of thoughts, and I imagine that a weepy social post is coming. But before I leave this desk, there is something that I want to say. I see the headlines about ESPN. Some are earned, some I believe are not. And anyone in this chair knows that criticism is just a part of the job and you take it. But the faces of this place are not the soul of this place. The soul is the thousands of people who work here. No spotlight and still all the scrutiny. People from every background with every kind of belief.
So basically, she's trying to say that it's not the Stephen A. Smiths. It's not former hosts like Rich Eisen or herself. It's the cameraman. This is very similar to what Charles Barkley said whenever TNT was on their way out the door. Very eerily similar.
And from every zip code. There is no hidden agenda here, folks. Just maybe the same one that most of you have there at home to put food on the table. Maybe to send your kids to college. Do some work that matters. Build a life. ESPN is not some nameless monolith. It runs on individuals. Directors who keep you in frame, the producers that we just showed who steer the ship, editors who save your butt, I see you, Patrick, and the staffers who turn a 3-ring circus into a symphony. They're the heartbeat of this place, and I hope that you will try to see them. And to you, my colleagues and peers, I want to say this directly.
You're good. You're doing great. You got it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the send-off. Thank you for the hallway smiles, for the late nights researching, for the very early mornings, for saying my name in rooms that I was not in, for trusting me to toe the line and knowing when not to, for pushing me, holding me accountable, making this place feel as close to home as not home can be. You made this last decade a gift, Kevin. You made these last 4-5 years an absolute joy. This is a little girl's dream fully realized, and I am so humbled and I am so grateful to you, and I love you, and I mean this sincerely and from the bottom of my heart. if the Bulldogs and the Broncos both win titles this year, I'm breaking into this bitch, and I'm talking more trash than you can possibly imagine.
By the way, you mentioned this being a home.
Wow.
Oh, look who's here. And by the way, it's this young man's birthday.
Hi, baby.
Xander, happy birthday.
It's my son's birthday. Oh my God, are y'all serious right now? I'm doing it for them, you guys, because you've always been my family, but this.
Wow, bro, I've never, ever seen a send-off like this. Bro, I mean, this right here is by far the best send-off I've ever seen ESPN do. I don't know what the hell Elle Duncan did to get this, because it wasn't like she was like a big name. We really just found out who Elle Duncan was past this WNBA season with her takes on Caitlin Clark, because we know, like, I cover Caitlin Clark over here on the channel, and there was a lot of takes that she was giving on Caitlin Clark that was kind of wishy-washy in a sense, but this right here is like legendary, bro. I don't know what the hell she did for ESPN to want to just give her this outpouring of love. But hell, shout out to Elle Duncan, man. She will be heading over to Netflix, man. I'm wishing her the best. I know a lot of people kind of feel a certain way about her. You know, it is what it is, bro. I wish her the best. I don't wish no ill will on her. Congratulations on her new endeavors. I will be tuning in to Netflix Sports Series. And like always, man, get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about this one. I am John the Liquidator. This has been another episode of the Liquidator Report. And until next time, peace out.